Hello people of the internet, this is Shaky Jake, and I really need a catchphrase. You are watching Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic on impossible difficulty. Previously on KotOR, we landed on Manaan, we established ourselves on the planet, got to learn a little bit about the political situation between the Republic and the Sith and how they are somehow coexisting on the planet without having a massive war with each other. We met the Selkath, the local fish people, who enforce this neutrality between the Republic and the Sith, and most importantly, we kick-started the GenoHaradan set of side quests that involve, assassinating various figures and getting loads of dark side points. We have a mod that I installed that gives an alternative to those GenoHaradan quests and allows us to fake each of their deaths and instead get light side points for them. So we're going to continue with that in this particular part, because again, it's been a while since I've last played Knights of the Old Republic, simply because of real life and how real life gets in the way, and I end up focusing on real life instead of Knights of the Old Republic. Funny that. We're gonna go to Dantooine first, I think, so I shall see you there. And through the power of video editing, we are back on Dantooine because I'm skipping all of the cutscenes. And as you can see, we are back here once again, and it is quite nice to be back on the planet. It's not that we're going to be there for very long, but it is nice to be back there. So first of all, the reason why I'm on Dantooine first is simply to get rid of Sasha the Stowaway Girl, who has been living here for quite some time and we haven't actually got rid of her. So that's my first reason why I've gone to Dantooine, just to simply get rid of her, because she's kind of annoying me and I'm sure she's annoying the rest of the crew. I'd rather have the Gazika here than Sasha, to be honest. So let's leave the Ebon Hawk, and we're going to not take anyone for a moment, simply so I can get rid of Sasha really quickly. Okay, because I think I go back in the Ebon Hawk anyway, from what I remember, so you. Go ahead. Yes, I already know this story. There is a stowaway on my ship by the name of Sasha. Yes, I am. She only speaks a smattering of Mandalorian, but I was able to figure it out. Only if I get something in return for my trouble, dear me. Certainly, I'll bring you to my ship, which is literally 2 or 3 steps in that direction.
Achuta, wonga kun bistolpik. Ronda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tonking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukun ne mulerabes.
Mucho shakapaka.
Tolpa da bongwale gando nangugu chuchut. Kavadum ku peliobo tenya. Bonanai kuchu. Hawaga boska chocola. Mucha shag panka.
Kipuna. Bonana kichu.
Takom justach miki grabalmogo. Kachi ita hodunga.
Dong abuk shami nonok.
Well, option number 2 is a bit harsh. Le arca nabads. Nagisin lais for Sasha.
Tongki ba non tontek. Selima wanga kun bikin.
Tong haitwam jiji jumblumpa. Nitapoe tikito. Dolpa da bongwaleo gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Wonga kumbis ba mulira.
And there we go, we got some light side points. Sasha and Luarka are running off, and we can pretty much follow them out of the Ebon Hawk. We'll never see them again. And thinking about it now, I just had a slightly dark thought in my mind as that conversation was playing out. What if he, L'Arca isn't actually taking Sasha back to her parents and he's just taking her back to the Mandalorians who enslaved her in the first place? That's my dark thought of the video, so I'm just going to leave it there and carry on, because I want to hope that she does get reunited with her parents and her family. So we're going to take Canderous and Jolee with us, and I'm sure nothing interesting will happen once I leave the ship. Or maybe not.
Ah, so we meet again, Canderous. It has been quite a long time.
Jagi?
Do you know him, Canderous?
He was a warrior under my command up to the Battle of Althir. But I thought...
You thought I was dead, didn't you? You thought all of us that you had sent on that attack had perished. You sent us to die in a foolish attack, while you directed your forces elsewhere. You broke from the battle plan and let us die for it, so that you could have the honor of being the first to kill the enemy commander.
Is this true, Canderous?
I did what was prudent at the time. If I had not done it, the battle would have...
The battle would have been won anyway. I am tired of your excuses, Canderous. I have spent years tracking you down since the clans were banished, and I will not rest until I've had my vengeance.
If you face Canderous, you face me as well.
I am not afraid of you, and if you choose, you can die by his side as well. I challenge you, Canderous. I challenge you to fight the fight you fled that day above Althir, in the doomed seas of Tatooine. I will be waiting for you. I have spread the news of the challenge since I learned you had landed on this world. All the surviving Mandalorian clans know of what I do here, and that we shall meet on Tatooine to settle this debt of vengeance once and for all. If you fail to meet me there, you shall be stripped of all honor and forever cast out of our society. It will be you and me alone in the doomed seas of Tatooine. A final battle that can only end in death. I shall be waiting for you there, Canderous.
Awesome, so we have something to look forward to. And the last time I played this game, I actually didn't trigger Canderous's personal side quest, so I'm actually really grateful that's triggered this time. And it's a bit interesting actually how I offered to fight Jagi alongside Canderous, and then later on, after Jagi's all like, yeah, if you want to die as well, that's fine, but then Jagi says, oh, me and Canderous will fight alone on the Dune Sea. Anyway, let's move on, because we've got GenoHaradan stuff to do, and we might as well follow Jagi, because why not? And nobody seems to be commenting on the fact that Jolee Bindu is with me. I would have thought he would have been well known around Dantooine. But anyway, let's just see what's happening, because we've got stuff to do. If I remember correctly, this is where I have to be for the GenoHaradan assassination attempt. And I forgot to say earlier that I did seem to have installed yet another high resolution texture mod, this time for Dantooine, and it automatically looks so much better. I wish I had this when I originally visited Dantooine, but nevertheless it's here now. The planet looks so much nicer. So I need to level Canderous up, and oh wow, we're nearly fully level, we're nearly fully light-sided, which is awesome. So Canderous, I think he's going to level up once or twice. Strength is fine, that's fine. Master 2 weapon fighting, definitely. And because I might respec him to have swords, to be honest, I'm not quite sure. And we'll give him power attack. Yes, let's do that. Okay, and have we got a... Oh, we got a poison blade. That'll be good. Let's give Canderous that, because that suits his nature. And though he's not of the Achani clan, we'll give him that as well. Oh yeah. Canderous is going to be pretty sweet with swords, I think. So we'll give it a try anyway at some point. Not that we're going to get into a combat situation here, because we are going to aim to do a light side resolution thanks to the mod. So because the GenoHaradan quests are active, we've got 2 speeders here that are not normally present. So let's go towards this. This is the speeder of Zulan Centaur, the Grand Slaver. Zulan himself is nowhere in sight, and if I remember correctly, this is the only instance of a grand character in the entire game. So, I'm trying to think what's the light side resolution going to be for this character, because the options still imply that there's an assassination attempt. So, let's see. Let's just slice into the speeder and activate its alarm system. Let's not put a frag mine on it, because that might kill him straight away. That alarm is an annoying sound. Well, technically I hacked into it, but yes, I'm the one who touched it. Let's see. Why would I introduce myself? I'll go with option 2. I don't know who set off the alarm. I was just passing by. Oh no, what? I've still got to attack him, okay. Well, let's see, because he might, you know, just as he's about to die, maybe he'll chicken out and try and survive, but we'll see. So this is a good chance to test Canderous out. And Jolee, if you could do that for me.
Yeah? Walk that door! That'll show you.
Oh yeah, good, he's given up, sweet. Okay, let's see. This may have happened in the vanilla game, I can't remember, but it probably didn't give you the options to help him. Why should I let you live? That's actually quite a good deal, to be fair, 200 credits. I can't just let you go. You are a slaver. Oh, okay. Oh, well. Oh, I got dark side points for that. Oh, well. I probably should have taken the 200 credits there. Oh, I'm getting them anyway. But at the same time, we've done another GenoHaradan side questy thing. And yes, I know I could return to the Ebon Hawk, but I'm pretty sure Jolee and Canderous have a conversation as well. If I've already triggered it, I am sorry, but I'm pretty sure that they have a conversation.
Excuse me, have you seen a mechanic about? Short fellow, bald, I've been looking...
Well, I'll be a Wookiee's uncle. Davin Coaches?
Jolee? Jolee Pinto? Why, you old freak. Last time I saw you, you were still wandering the galaxy in that old tug. I thought you were dead, old man.
I crashed somewhere and decided to stay.
Yeah, I'll just bet. Damn, old man, you look exactly the same as the last time I saw you. You pickle well.
You're too kind. Not the young lad anymore yourself, I see.
Between the two of them, I think Jolee is the one who's aged better. Care to introduce your friend, Jolee?
What are you, deaf? His name's Davin. Old friend from my Wanderer days. By the by, Davin, I really should be running off.
Of course, old man. Oh, wait. If you've been traveling in this sector, I suppose you heard about Sunry?
No, why? What's there to hear?
He's been picked up by the Selkath authorities on Manaan for murder.
That's preposterous.
I know. Laura is beside herself, as you can imagine. Maybe you could help them. I'm sure Sunry would appreciate a Jedi's assistance right about now.
Perhaps I will at that. It's up to my friend here, actually. I'm just tagging along.
We could check into it when we're on Manaan next.
I'd appreciate that. Sunry's an old friend. I'd hate to see him hurt.
Same here. Well, it was good to see you again. Give my regards to Alora if you see her.
I will. Be safe, old friend.
Wow. So there is someone in the Republic who is in custody at the moment for a potential murder case. We should go to Manaan and try and solve that as soon as possible. Does Jolee have anything to say about this?
Got something on your mind, do you?
Tell me about Sunry. How do you know him?
What? You think because I'm a hermit I've always been a hermit? Just because I haven't seen Sunry for 20 years doesn't mean he's not a friend. The man could have changed a lot in that span of time, though. But to become a murderer, I can't see it. That's not the Sunry I knew. He was a good man. Put me up in his home for a year back after I left the Order. War hero, too. Or so I hear. I wouldn't mind helping the fellow if we can. I owe it to him. Or you can be a young monkey lizard and ignore me, I guess. Well, I don't expect much these days.
Oh, just as I get back to the Ebon Hawk, Jolee wants to talk to me. Okay, let's speak to him then.
Got something on your mind, do you?
You never did actually say why you decided to come with me.
No, I never did I?
You know I don't have to take you with me.
Of course you do. I know things, remember? You think you could make it around this part of the galaxy without me? But don't answer that. At any rate, I already told you why I wanted to leave. I'd seen everything I wanted to on Kashyyyk. Time to go. Time to move on.
You looked plenty happy there to me.
You live in an overgrown stump with a tax beating down your door, and you tell me how happy you would be. I was pleased just to have visitors. How many kilometer-high trees can you find an interest in before you figure you've had enough? I'd bet you can't be bothered to stay in one room for more than 15 minutes. And then there's all the critters in the Shadowlands. I'm just happy to be back in space, doing something new. Is that too much to ask?
You could do that on your own.
So I could. Well, not having a ship does tend to put a damper on that kind of idea, however. I'll admit, for all its flaws, Kashyyyk was home enough. But when you came along and I saw the destiny you had before you, I couldn't help but be intrigued.
You know what my destiny is?
Of course not. Weren't you listening last time? I can see that you have a destiny before you, but the details are far from clear. In fact, everything about you that I can see is odd. Slightly off, as if my eyes are trying to trick me. Something is very dark about you. But, I'm sure you don't need to hear my ruminations. You've probably got enough nosy Jedi offering you one opinion after another to make you sick.
Keep the noise down. There are Jedi around here, Jolee. What do you think they're going to think of us if you talk like that, even though I do agree? You got that right. I have enough Jedi watching me.
Well, I, for one, am quite content to let you make your own mistakes. Just because I want to see where this ends up doesn't mean I need to tell you how to get there. I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You remind me a bit of Nomi. That can be all bad.
Nomi? Who's Nomi?
Nomi Sunrider. She came late to the Force, just as you have, and became one of the greatest Jedi ever. Oh, fine, fine lass. Whether you'll follow the same path remains to be seen. For one thing, we'll never get anywhere if you stand around chatting up old men all day.
Lovely. I don't bring you along for your amusement, you know.
Oh, stop being such a baby. Are you always so quick to turn aside an ally? Got too many of them, do you? One thing I will say is that this little escapade does remind me a bit of my adventuring days before the war. Those were exciting times. Or at least it would remind me of those times if we didn't stand around. What's keeping you? You're too young to be so talkative. Shoo! Shoo!
Okay, let's leave Dancerine most likely forever. Next, we're going to head to Tatooine and do all that. So let's go. If this were the vanilla game, I'd be having loads of turret fights around about now, but fortunately I have that mod which removes them apart from story-based bits, which is lovely. So let's go on to Tatooine. We'll take Canderous with us, naturally, and we'll take Mission. Simply because I've got some stuff I need to resolve with her before I do Canderous' stuff. Oh, and there's Griff. Hello, Griff. It's been a while. Do you still need that tack gland?
You're back! I knew you'd come through for me. I knew I could count on you. You do have a tech gland for me, right?
I'm not giving you the gland until I see some credits.
Sorry, like I said before, I don't have any credits on me. And Greedo won't lend me any. It's like he doesn't trust me to pay him back or something. But you come through on this, and I promise you'll get a huge payday down the road. No, 3,000 credits. How's that sound?
That seems really optimistic, and I'm going to foolishly trust you because I'm sure it will work out. Here's the tack land. Take it.
Come to Papa, you sweet simian organ. It may not look like much, but once I turn this into a bottle of Torresian ale, it'll end up being worth a fortune. Thanks, Mission. You won't regret helping me out with this.
Please, Griff, let this be the last time. No more cons, no more scams, no more schemes. That's all I ask.
Hey, sis, no need to worry about that. I've turned over a new leaf. From now on, I'm gonna stay out of trouble and do things right. And once we've cornered the market on Torresian ale, good things will be heading my way. Then I'll make it up to you, Mission. Just wait, you'll see. You know, once we synthesize this and start brewing Torresian ale in mass quantities, we're gonna be looking for some investors. You give me a couple of 100 credits, and I can get you in on the ground floor. You'll get a return of, at least 20 times your investment.
That is way too optimistic. I'm not quite sure your business acumen is that good. You already promised me a few thousand credits.
Hey, don't worry. You'll get your credits as soon as we start mass-producing that Torresian ale. I just wanted to know if you were interested in an even bigger payoff.
I'm going to be an idiot. Okay, here's 200 credits.
Wise move. I can see you really understand how business works. Now, when you see your chance, you jump at it, huh? That's my motto. I better get started on brewing that ale. Meet me back here later, and I'll have a down payment on what I owe you.
And when Griff says meet me here later, you can literally leave this building and then go back in, and it will automatically be resolved. But let's give it a little bit of realism. Let's do Canderous' stuff before we come back here. And for Canderous' personal side quest, I've decided to take HK-47 with me because this kind of mission makes sense for HK. So let's level him up twice, I believe, very much like Canderous. And feats, definitely going to start focusing on rapid shots. Yep, rapid shot is key. Oh, he's leveled up 3 times, even better. So we can have master rapid shot by the end of this. There we go. Awesome. So let's go and find Jagi, who I believe should be to the right of the Sandcrawler. So I shall see you there in a moment. And before anyone says anything, yes, I know I haven't changed out of the Jedi Knight robes. I just can't be bothered. Let's carry on.
Ah, so you managed to come after all. I see you brought friends.
You brought some of your own as well.
Ha! Indeed I did. I foresaw that you might need help, so I arranged a distraction.
I came by my own will.
I do not need to hear your excuses, Jedi. I know why he brought you.
Enough of this talk, Jagi. Let's do what we came here to do.
I think you both need to calm down.
We both know the stakes here, and we both know what we must do. It is only in death that this can end.
This is a matter of honor. I cannot stand by this insult. I must do this.
I never like it when the NPCs turn around to face me, but it looks awkward in the actual conversations, and it's happening right now. Why do you need to fight him, Canderous?
He has slandered me and questioned my honor. Among the Mandalore, many have died for lesser insults.
I speak truth, and honor is the question here. The deaths of my comrades, your warriors, is a debt in blood that can only be paid by you. When you saw prospects for glory, you abandoned the plan and left us to die surrounded by enemies.
If I had not attacked when I did, the battle would not have been won so easily.
It would still have been won. You sent your own men to die there, Canderous. I cannot forgive you for what you did to us. You will pay.
That's not the way it happened.
You sent your own men to die, Canderous?
The Althiri were fighting hard. I saw a break in their defenses that left their center exposed. I had to take the chance. If I had not done what I did, many more warriors would have died and the battle would have taken much longer. I stand by my decision.
You coward. You glory hunter. You were given direct orders and were part of a plan. You had a responsibility to us.
I can regret their loss, but it was necessary.
Jagi, what he did was a smart tactical move.
He left us to die when his responsibility was to us. Instead, he went hunting more glory for himself.
He may have saved other lives by doing what he did.
He cost us ours. But I do see your point. But why did you have to leave us there to die while you chased glory somewhere else?
I saw a chance and I had to take it. It ended the battle quicker than we would have otherwise, and many of our warriors may have died. Mandalore taught us that opportunism and flexibility in battle were to be admired. You may contradict me, but do you contradict him as well?
No, I see that I have been wrong. I have not been true to the teachings of Mandalore. You were right. I was wrong to question your honor, but I must now cleanse mine with my life.
You do not have to do this.
And so it shall be.
And Jagi just commits suicide, and we've got 2 Rhodian thugs to deal with, which is rather unfortunate. Oh, there's the poison kicking in from the sword. Awesome. Now, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure Jagi dies regardless of what you do. So, if you fail the persuade check, you fight Jagi and the 2 Rhodians, and if you manage to convince Jagi not to fight Canderous, then he commits suicide anyway. So, has he got any remains? No, he hasn't. Canderous, what do you have to say about this?
I think this has affected me in ways I didn't anticipate. I think I'll need time to sort things out. Thanks for what you did. Whatever your intentions might have been. I just need time.
And that's fair enough. It's a little bit grim for Canderous, to be honest, so what I'll probably do is send him back to the Ebon Hawk whilst I deal with the GenoHaradan stuff. Mission, I think, shall come with us for this next bit. And here we go, here's mission. So, let's deal with these bad boys over here, because that will be useful. And I think these guys give good experience as well.
Pressure the step to maximum.
You'll pay!
They're actually quite tough as well if you attempt to take the Desert Wade on from a low level, which is why I'm doing it now as opposed to, you know, the last time I was on this planet. So let's kill these last 2, and I think we can sell these Desert Raid school plates as well. Right, definitely take them out. Okay, they only give us 40 experience. That's actually worse than I remembered. Oh well. Now, GenoHaradan stuff. Let's do it. And the GenoHaradan quest on Tatooine takes place here. Somewhere. I've just got to remember where. Because again, it has been a long time since I played this strand of side quests. Is it here? Where is it? If I go too far, it might trigger some sand people. Oh, hello, here we go.
Termination required.
That's the assault droid down. Now what? Swoop bike. This must be the swoop bike of Vorn Dasrad. Let's plant a frag mine. Do that. You plant a mine on the bike, then move to a safe distance to watch and wait for Vorn. This better not automatically kill him. Oh, it's a Gamorrean. How fun. Oh, the assault droid's back online. Okay, we'll do the honourable thing and step out. If you surrender to me now, I can take you in alive. Let's make a fool out of him. Oh, he saved it, okay. How was he immune? Just a good Okay, he's somehow more OP than I was expecting. Let's go down here. Take out the assault droid. Okay, good. Focus on the others. There we go. Oh. We killed him. Okay, maybe we couldn't get a light side option for him. How interesting. Okay, scratch that. I've decided it's a Gamorrean. It's not worth it. And I haven't got a save from this location anyway. So, back to visit Mission's brother. Because I'm sure Mission's brother has come through for us and he's made tons of credits and we're going to be loaded for the rest of the game. Let's find out.
I don't like the sound of this.
Of course he did. I'm not surprised. Anything else? You mean he's gone? I have to go after it.
Damn it, Griff. Won't you ever learn? How can my own flesh and blood be so stupid?
Well, Greta did have some wise words of wisdom towards the end there, and I suppose Griff has a little bit of decency if he's apologised to Mission, even if it is not in person. But that's Tatooine done for now, so on to Kashyyyk. Now, unfortunately, I did try and do the last GenoHaradan target on Kashyyyk, but it triggered a cutscene on the planet that I didn't particularly want to trigger on Kashyyyk, and I'd rather have it trigger elsewhere in the game. So I'm going to delay that particular so-called assassination attempt until I've dealt with Manaan. But first we need to go to Yavin because it's been a while since we've been there, so let's do that. And here we are on Yavin 4 Space Station. Once again, I believe that enough time has passed with the star maps for the next part of that to trigger, so we're going to do that immediately. We'll take Mission and Zalbar, why not? It's a bit annoying how I always have to open these access panels every time I come here.
The color of her mesh under the sky.
Skronki to pacnemo, chi itakanki channa kilikon. Kinba muli radwanaji, kinba no kunikset abog.
Nasz efforts, and our Esrikanda Kostana, and the Rashidara sure.
Achua Benki, Yun Patisa.
What's going on here, Svam?
Tangitwamaji, human act in Ikatune.
Nasz efforts, and our
I think you guys better leave. Leave. Now.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha, ki mulirak, chiwa aita kang kicha na.
And because of that, we've been allowed to look at the now expanded stock that Savam has, and he's got some weapons on him. And from what I've heard, the Baragrin Assault Blade is supposedly one of the best swords in the entire game once it's upgraded. So we might look into that potentially at some point. And yeah, we'll leave it there for now. So we've done the next part of Yavin. We don't need to come back here for a while again. So nice seeing you, Spam. Don't get yourself into any trouble next time I come, because that wouldn't be very nice for anybody. See you later. Before I leave Yavin Space Station, I do want to talk to Bastila again, because it's been a while. Hello, Bastila.
How can I help?
When we last talked, you said you needed time to think. So?
You've been patient with me, haven't you? I suppose you deserve an answer. But you have to understand how difficult this is for me to say.
Yes, I think so.
With all my training, I should be able to control myself better than this. But you're not like anything I expected. You're not like any man I've ever met before. I find myself watching you when I don't mean to. I'm thinking about you when I don't want to. It isn't supposed to be like this.
What are you trying to say exactly?
Every time I try to call on all my teachings to calm myself, they fail me. You have such power, such passion. I don't know if it's due to the bond between us, but I'm drawn to you.
Sorry, Bastila, that starship won't fly. Oh, I'm going to have to remember that one. Are you interested in me or in my ability to use the Force? And why are we having this conversation right in front of Calf?
The Force is a part of you, as is your power. But that's not what attracted me to you. It's more than that. Maybe it's the bond we share. It gives us a certain intimacy. If I could, I would return to Dantooine. I need to be away from this bond of ours. I need to weaken it. I need to be anywhere but near you. But Malak must be stopped. My own feelings are nothing when compared to that. Yet I know this could affect the sake of our mission if it's not resolved. I can't let that happen.
Just give in to your feelings, Bastila. I know you want to.
I think we should have some privacy for this. Come with me.
Yeah, I was going to say, because we shouldn't have had that conversation in front of Calf.
You're stronger than I am, and there's no point in telling me otherwise. You will be a great Jedi, I think. I hope. In some ways you make me feel weak, like I'm caught up in the wake of our destiny. But at the same time, you make me feel stronger, more alive.
And I feel more alive when I'm with you, because I'm just a cheesy romantic at heart.
I realize now these feelings are part of the bond we share. The Jedi Council surely realized this. They knew my loyalty to the doctrines of our order would be tested on this mission. By facing and overcoming my feelings for you, I've learned a valuable lesson about control and the dangers of emotion. This is an important step in understanding the Force. I'm sorry if this is not what you wanted to hear, but I felt that it was important you know our infatuation was nothing more than a result of our powerful bond.
So I was just a stepping stone to you becoming a master.
Please don't say it like that. You make it sound like I was using you. Don't you realize how difficult this was for me?
This is nothing but an excuse. You're afraid to face your feelings.
You're the one who can't face the truth. Malak has to be stopped. How can I do that if I let myself be blinded by my feelings for you?
I'm going to stop Malak, Bastila, but I want to do it with you at my side.
You mean it, don't you? But how can I be sure you're not making a mistake? I have to resist. I have to be strong for both of us.
You don't always have to be strong, Bastila. Give in just this once.
But I can't. Malak will...
I love you, Bastila, and I know you love me.
Okay, you've made your point. Now shut up and kiss me, you fool.
And the award for most awkward kiss ever goes to... An hour later, bloody hell.
We shouldn't have done that. It was wrong. The Jedi are not allowed to fall in love.
This is very true. It didn't feel wrong to me.
It was a moment of weakness. When I kissed you, we shouldn't have. I'm sorry. No, I know we both wanted it, but we shouldn't have given in to our desire. We're Jedi. We can't act like this. Not now. Not while we still have to deal with Malak. I'm sorry. I don't blame you, but it was a mistake. I have to get out of here before somebody sees us together.
How did nobody see us together in an hour? Surely someone would have walked in during that time. Okay, so a couple of differences there with the Bastila romance compared to normal. I did download a mod that actually adds a kissing animation in just to make it feel a little bit more realistic, and to the modder who made that, very good job overall within the limitations of the engine. But yeah, overall we've got that resolved. We can talk to Bastila about it, but from what I recall, it does potentially glitch out certain things later on in the game, so I might show that off later, but then just not keep the save afterwards. I don't know. So we're going to go back to Manaan and carry on with the rest of the game in the next part. And I'm going to leave it here for now. By the time I get around to editing this, it's going to be a nightmare. So much recording has gone on with this particular episode, and I'm going to have to edit it into some kind of coherent viewing pleasure for you all. But thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.